Hi everyone, and welcome to Jane Talks Trek, where I'll be talking about and reviewing an episode of the original series, The Next Generation, Voyager, Deep Space Nine, or Enterprise. Today, I'm going to be looking at It's Only a Paper Moon from Deep Space Nine's 7th season, or as I like to call it, That Time Nog Had the World on a String. This episode was requested by Seth Mackey, William George, and Matthew L. I know you all asked for this one off the back of the siege of AR-558, and I was going to cover it earlier in the year, but better late than never, so let's get going. We begin the episode with Rom and this lady nervous to go see Nog, but Ezri tells them to calm down.
Nothing you do or say is going to be worse than what he's already gone through. Just be happy to see him and tell him you love him. For today, that'll be enough.
Nog hobbles aboard, everybody clap, and despite them having a party ready to go, Nog just wants to go to bed. And into the credits we go. Ezri catches Nog up, but he's not in the mood because his doctor says the pain in his artificial leg is all in his head, and he's sick of talking about his feelings, so Ezri leaves him. Nog puts his damn shoes on the bed and listens to music while Sisko and Ezri worry about his progress, and Jake is kept awake by the music going around and flips out. Nog wants to be left alone, so Jake suggests he go to the holosuite for some peace, so he does. En route, getting flashbacks of what happened. He goes to the Vic Fontaine program and requests the song, which funnily enough has meaning for me too, and he flashes back to when he first heard it when he was injured. Clap Nog! Vic asks if he heard the song from the doc and inquires about his injury, so Nog opens up and says it hurts all the time. Vic asks if he wants a different song, but he says no, but doesn't want to go home to his life. Instead, he wants to live in the holosuite with Vic.
My son is insane!
Rom.
He's a one-legged crazy man!
Okay. Ezri thinks it's okay to live in the holosuite, but everyone else deems it weird and unhealthy, and Sisko says someone should at least talk to Vic. Ezri talks to him, and he says he's got an idea to get Nog to stop using his cane, but he's watching some Western, which inspires him because of how quickly one of the characters recovers, and Vic has to rush off to perform. He invites Nog along and gifts him with a new cane, which Nog likes, and it's also a lighter for some reason. I could listen to this guy sing all day, and so could Nog, who's joined by Jake and his girlfriend, but he's not in the mood to talk and gets agitated when Keisha calls him a hero. She apologizes for upsetting him, but when Jake won't leave, Nog flips the table and starts punching him, so Vic breaks it up and kicks Nog out. Back at Vic's house, Nog apologizes and Vic asks what happened before complaining he's tired from his program running too long, and Nog offers to help him with his accounting so he can get some sleep. Ezri wants to see Nog to get him to leave the holosuite, but Vic argues against it, which Nog overhears and threatens to quit if Ezri forces him to leave. Vic sings the titular song over a montage of him and Nog planning a new casino and generally broing out, during which Ezri notices Nog using his cane less. Rom and the lady come to visit to check how Nog's doing, and he's disappointed to hear that he missed Rom's promotion party, while Ezri compliments Vic on how well Nog is coming along, but it seems like Vic has no endgame plan for Nog to go back to his real life. Back at home, Vic tells Nog he has to leave, and all of this is a fantasy.
It's real to me, and it's real to you. And don't say it isn't. I know better.
And he says he has a life now he's running all the time, thanks to Nog, and plans to return the favour. Nog doesn't want to go home and asks for more time, so Vic ends the program, leaving Nog floundering. He can't get the program back up and running, so Miles explains Vic has the power to prevent himself from being turned back on, which he himself confirms when he pops out of nowhere and tells him to get going. Nog admits he's scared of the real world, saying he was eager to be a soldier, never thinking he would get injured, and now it's happened, he feels vulnerable.
If I stay here, at least I know what the future is going to be like.
Vic warns that staying in the program will slowly suck the life out of him, and he's better off taking his chances in the real world.
Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. But at least you're in the game.
Nog steps out of the holosuite, leaving his cane behind, and goes to see his family, assuring him he'll be okay, and they have hugs. Nog goes back to see Vic and thanks him for his help, and in return, his program will be allowed to run all the time so he can have a life, and Vic is thrilled, so time for a song. Man, I love his voice. It's so wholesome. Okay, here's the thing. I kept shifting this episode back in the schedule throughout the year, because sometimes I'm just not in the mood to review episodes I haven't seen, especially Deep Space Nine, and every time it came up on the schedule, I ended up moving it again. Part of me regrets waiting so long, but then part of me is glad because I was in the right frame of mind to appreciate it. It's both a simple and complex episode. It deals with a difficult topic that I don't feel qualified going too much into, but it's also a simple story of friendship and support. I love Vic, his character, his voice, and it's important that Nog gained more healing from a fake person than he does from real people in his real life. That speaks so loudly to me because I suffered depression for a long time, and I found a lot of solace in works of fiction to keep my mental health afloat and help me deal with real life. It's funny, this episode has a lot of meaning to me, but it's difficult to write a cohesive wrap-up for it. I'm glad Nog found his happiness, even if it was in an artificial world. We got an interesting look at the life of a holographic being who feels just as much of a character as any of the real crew members. He kind of reminds me of the Doctor in Voyager. But you know what? I just don't know what to say. I really liked this episode. It held a lot of meaning, it was important and wholesome, and I enjoyed it. So there we go. So there you have it. That was It's Only a Paper Moon. If there's an episode of Star Trek you'd like me to cover, pop it down in the comments below or come say hi on social media. If you enjoyed this video, then please hit that like button, it really does mean a lot, or consider subscribing if you want to be assimilated into my channel. Alternatively, feel free to check out my other YouTube channels. Thank you so much for watching, I'll speak to you soon, and live long and prosper.